All right, this is Skip. This is got some stifle problems, and he's walking a lot better. We're going to walk him around a little bit and see how he's doing. All right, he's walking pretty good, and I felt his stifle area, and it wasn't as hot as it has been before the application of this stifle shoe. And we'll go around and feel on a little bit more, see if we can feel any heat, and then we'll take the shoe off and walk him around and see how he does. As you can see, he's walking pretty good. He's not really limping much anymore, and you can still see he does want to keep a little weight off of it. He's putting more weight on his good leg than he is bad leg. Of course, he's kind of even now, but he is just walking just super duper better from what he was. And what we're going to do, we'll leave the stifle shoe off for a few days, and then we'll reapply it on Sunday. Looking at Skipper here with his torn stifle, what we've done is he came here, his first visit was on March 28th, 2008, and like his owner was saying, he was basically walking on 3 legs. And what we've done is, the stifle is right around in here, if you can come around and see. Now, what we did with the thermal imaging in this whole region here was nothing but one big hot spot of inflammation and stuff like that from not using this leg. And you can feel now, this will be the 3rd time we've put this shoe on, okay, and he's walking tons better. You can feel just with your hand, if you hold it in a normal spot and feel warmth here, and then hold it on his stifle, it's basically about the same. You're getting about the same warmth off of each spot, which is really good. You don't want this bad spot being hotter than anything else. Okay. Now what the stifle shoe does is you actually put this on the good foot, and it forces him, as you can see, it's really kind of a cruel shoe to us. It only stays on about 3 or 4 days at a time, then you take it off for about 3 or 4 days. What it does is it rolls when he steps on it, and it forces him to use this bad leg. Because like this horse, we know he was injured in his stifle, had a torn stifle, and he basically just quit using his leg. So what we had to do was kind of trick him into using it. And once he started using it, just the first day, this big heat spot right in here of all the inflammation shrunk dramatically. And now he's walking pretty good, and we're going to reapply this shoe today and leave it on for about another 3 or 4 days.
So did you make that shoe?
Mm-hmm. I did.
How did it happen?
Well, all it is just a basic horseshoe, and I just took some rebar and welded cross pieces on it this way, okay, and then I welded a piece back here just so this would stay on. And you nail the shoe on just the way you would any normal shoe, and as he walks on it, we'll see after we put it back on here, when he steps, he really can't walk on it because it just goes every which way. He really can't get a good solid base on it, and it forces him to use his bad leg.
And so does that help it heal?
It does. What had happened, he had got psychologically hung up on not using that leg, and he knew every time he used it, it hurt. Okay, it's just like with a human. You know, if you've got a bad leg and you don't use it for 6 months, you start walking on it, really you pretty much walk with a limp for the rest of your life, almost. I've seen that happen before. It's the same way with a horse. The more you keep using that leg or that bad part of your body, the better it gets, because the more blood flow through it helps heal the leg faster.
So the stifle was, so it healed, but then he had to start using his leg.
Exactly.
Okay, and so what made you come up with that?
This actually was designed by my father, Ralph Casey, and this is actually probably the 2nd time we've ever used this shoe in 20 years, what he was telling me the other day. And you don't run into too many cases of a stifle horse like this. And but it's working really good right now. The 2 times we've used it, it's worked pretty good. The stifle shoe has been off for about 5 days, and you look at his foot, he's still using his bad leg even with the shoe off. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here, is to leave this shoe off entirely and have him use both back legs. And his foot's still basically flat and balanced. He hasn't been moving around a whole lot to get his foot out of whack. So really, we're just going to tack it back on, then we'll walk him around a little bit and show you how it works.
Hey gang, We're going to be right back. Hang in there. Hey, gang, I'm Ralph Casey.
And I'm Link Casey.
You know, as the owner of a farrier school, we get hundreds of letters for individuals that would like to see what goes on here. And plus, at the Research Center, for the first time, we're offering a free DVD just for the asking that tours not only the school, but the Research Center. And hey, remember, it's free.
It is. It's free. It's me. All right, this is Skipper here. Now, this is our Stiffle horse, and he came to us in March 28th of this year, 2008, and today is June 8th. And what we're going to do is we're going to scan him again. He's doing really good, and as you can see, just in his overall condition of the horse, he's gaining some weight, and he's looking just tons better because this leg is just so much better in here. Now, what Kelly's going to do, we're going to scan it and see if there's any abnormal heat in his leg in the Stiffle region. So what do you see, Kelly?
Well, Link, let's take a look from underneath and get a shot at the stifle, because if you remember last time, his leg was really winged out. So he's showing such an improvement that I think we're going to take the shot from coming in like this, or coming in straight under the horse. But what I'm seeing right now is, if you remember on the last pictures, the last scans we took, that whole hip and that whole stifle area, all the way down, going down towards the top of the knee, was actually inflamed. And right now what we're looking at is really normal blood flow and very little inflammation. He's got one spot on there that's still inflamed, but that might be an old injury or where he had something else going on, but it's obviously not affecting him, and it's definitely getting better. Let's move around and take a shot from the side, see what he looks like on an overall side picture.
Okay.
I think this picture right here probably shows the most dramatic improvement. Again, we're seeing an area where he's got possibly an old injury or something of that nature. It's nothing that's really bothering him, but the inflammation from the stifle area is pretty much totally gone. I mean, the stifle shoe has really worked, and you know, by maintaining the horse, it's made that big of a difference. So he's looking really good.
Fantastic. Now what we'll do, we'll walk him around a little bit and just see the way he moves, and then we'll come back and we'll rescan him and see if the heat increases or anything like that.
We'll just take a look at him after he's had a little activity to get the blood flow up to see if those inflamed areas actually start picking up or if they get re-inflamed again. I don't think we're going to see anything bad on him, though, because he's moving so nice.
He's moving really well.
Here we are. We've just taken and we've walked Skipper around a little bit, got a little activity and a little blood flow going. So we rescanned him again with the thermal imaging to see what it looks like, and there's no appreciable change. It's come up a little bit, but that's because he's moving. The horse looks almost normal, again, other than that one spot. Now, I was informed by the owner that that might have been the site of the original injury that caused the problem. So that could be what we're looking at, is that has gone from being a huge patch down to something like this. And that's awesome.
He's gained, we taped him when we first got him, he weighed 900 pounds. He now weighs 1225. So he's gained appreciable weight in a short amount of time. He used to be sunk in here. This was all atrophied. This was sunk in, and now it's all filled in. So we're happy with him. He's doing really well.
He's looking just fantastic and just 100% better than what he was. And it's all because this leg is so much better. He can move better. He's eating, and it just all around feels good.
He goes out in the pasture, he runs, he kicks. If he kicks another horse, we're happy now. That's a happy day when he kicks another horse. But he's doing great overall. We have the kids riding him and lightweight adults, and he's doing really well.
Excellent. And this is a case where a happy horse
Makes a happy owner.